Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to part 16 of my DayZ adventures. Now, I try to post these videos as quick as I can. It just takes a lot of time for things to happen in DayZ, let's just call it that. It's about 8 to 12 hours of footage condensed into 30 minutes. There's a lot of running, as you know, many of you that play DayZ, you know there's a lot of running around, there's a lot of looting, there's a lot of nothing really happening. But eventually you do get up and find a couple of things and stuff happens, and you do get lucky sometimes, as you'll see early on in the match. Early on in the episode, as soon as I turn my attention to the right, I'm always checking out the coast. Every time I spawn, I always check because somebody could be spawning right next to you. And as you can see this time, just over that little hill, there's a bandit just spawned next to me. So unfortunate for him, he's going to get in the back. But just before we get into the gameplay and we'll tell you about what's going on, I have messaged about 5 guys already with the Arma2 alpha invites. They've already received them. I've sent a couple, and I have a couple more guys.
Mr. Bandit, stop!
Stop
and drop down.
He's not complying. I think he's got his VON turned down. I do have my VON turned down, so you can't really hear what's going on. I wanted to give him a chance to drop his weapons, but since his VON is turned down, and I completely understand this, that I do that myself. I turn the VON all the way down because people start screaming and doing all sorts of stuff in the side chat, and I just don't want to hear them. I mean, you can mute individuals, but I'd rather just VON all the way down, and I don't have to worry about it. So going back to the armor keys, like I said, I've messaged all the guys. They've received theirs. I still have about 4 or 5 more to give away. This is thanks to a couple of subscribers of mine who have bought armor themselves, and they've got the keys on their own PCs. I mean, Steam lets you have it in your inventory, so you can just send them over via Steam. So once I pick a couple of more winners, I'm going to go back in the comment section and look at the previous DayZ videos and stuff like that. So whoever commented something about the video and didn't say, give me the key, you're probably never going to win it that way. But whoever just commented something normally about a video, what you normally would, then it's probably going to get picked up, and you could probably get a key. I do get attacked again. There's no need for that, young man. There is really just no need for it. I don't see why would you just shoot somebody in the back just because you think you've got me cornered. I could turn around, shoot you in the face, and that's some failed banditry right there. Not very good. Now I go ahead and just grab his gear, see what he has on him. The bandit didn't really have that much on him anyway, so he didn't really have a great deal of stuff. He had a bit of food on him, cooked meat, drink, and a couple of bandages which I looted off him. So went into the army base, didn't really find that much in there. There was a PBX, so it took me about 5 minutes to get to it. It's kind of in the middle of the ocean, so we got to the PBX. And thought I'll head to the dam, since the dam's got quite a lot of places that you can loot, and you can also reach them with a boat quite easily. And if you could just hear that, there's a couple of shots coming from up there. Somebody's shooting, somebody's doing something. So better not make that much noise. Better get off and try to investigate and see what happens. It could be somebody shooting somebody, and he might need a bit of assistance, might need a bit of help. Now, you might think I've beached that boat, but I didn't. A lot of people think that a boat, especially a PBX, is beached every time you get it. As long as you have just a tiny little bit in the water, the PBX will turn around and you can still use it. Still trying to hear if I can hear any shots, still trying to figure out what's going on. I did hear a couple of shots, and you can see in the chat, again, the chat really proves valuable. Cheater. Well, he might not be a cheater, but you never know. I mean, hackers are part of DayZ, which they shouldn't be, but they are. Not hackers, scripters. I'm saying the wrong thing again. And he's saying that somebody's cheated him and there's got to be a bus or something around here. So where is the bus? Now, it's a bus, so it's going to be pretty easy to see. It's not going to be that hard to see amongst the trees. But I'll carry on listening for a couple of shots. I might catch him looting him. I might catch him doing something. But before I do that, I'm just going to try and locate the bus and see what it is. Because that's going to be, it's going to be really important finding out where he is. You don't want to go in front of him and seeing somebody on the ground trying to loot him yourself and then getting shot in the back. And that's where you'd see me just looking left and right, just hoping to see somebody. And I've just caught a glimpse of it, and you can see it's over there. Now, he said something about the bus. He said there's a cheater. I have heard shots. This can only mean he has to be here. There's just no other way around it. Unless there's 2 buses on the miles, which I highly doubt. He's gonna turn up around here somewhere at some point. Just get close enough, stay in the cover. I really just want to stay still, see what happens. And there he is. Is that the cheater? Well, the cheater's not gonna get a chance. Got a couple of shots into the back of him. A couple of more shots. He's out. Now, by the looks of it, it doesn't look like he's the cheater. Sometimes, well, 9 out of 10, every time you get shot in DayZ, cheater, hacker, scripter. Well, I know, I was just about to say, is my phone ringing? But it's not, it rang when I'm playing the game. So, yeah, just took him out, and I'm not going to go and just check his loot yet. I'm just going to go and bandage, get away from the zombies a bit. Always remember, if you're in any kind of situation when zombies are following you, you could always lose them in a tree. But if you don't have the opportunity to hide in a tree, as long as they lose line of sight, you will lose the zombies. So just remember, lose line of sight and he will lose you, will stop chasing you. So as you can see, I'm looting some stuff off him. I got a couple of things off him. I've noticed he has a tent. So I'm just going to go and pitch the tent, not far from here, just a couple of 100 meters away. As you can see, tent's there. I put my bag in there, I put everything in there. I'm going to take a couple of supplies with me. But I'll get another bag and I'll find some other thing. And one of the big reasons I don't want to have the big check backpack. What's a fucking backpack? The backpack is it's fucking massive. It's huge. You can be spotted with that a mile away. So I'd rather not even have that. I know it holds a lot more gear, but the assault one holds about 12 slots anyway. So it's enough for you to carry one gun with two magazines for it. So there's just no need for me to have the other one. So I'd rather just leave it there. And I spotted there's a couple of Makarov shots around here. So I'm going to go out and investigate and see what happens. And hopefully we'll find out what's going on here. There's a couple of guys just doing something there. So I'll leave you with the in-game commentary in this one. And I'll talk to you afterwards. Hey, dude with a Makarov. Yo, don't shoot at me.
Yeah, I won't shoot.
Alright, put the pistols away. I ain't gonna shoot you. I got a morphine injector for you and some food. So put your Makarovs in your bags. I ain't gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
Haven't I met you before?
What?
I think I met you before. Didn't I give you some stuff earlier on today? Like 10 minutes ago?
Maybe.
Alright, I got morphine and some beans and stuff. Just put your stuff away so I'm sure you're not shooting at me.
Yeah. Me haven't played this game a lot.
Alright, well, don't trust people because people are nasty in this game. Here, come grab all this shit. Oh, zombie.
Yeah.
Take him out with your hatchet so he's quiet. Dude with a hatchet. Get that fucking zombie, man. Get him, get him, get him.
I'm trying.
Get him, dude. Fucking the axe squad. Alright, dudes, have
By
fun,
the way,
man.
Are you so? Are you so?
Indeed I am. What's up?
Oh. Fuck.
What's up, boys?
Oh. Nice.
It's your
Nice
lucky
to meet
day
you.
today, eh?
Yeah, it is. Well.
Alright, there's a dude in a Ural around here, and I know there's a bandit shooting people, so grab that shit and get away from here, because you can get shot.
Do you need any help? We could like try to help you.
I'm okay, dude. I'm gonna disconnect, because the admin said that he's gonna restart the server a couple of times. I will be back later on tonight, so.
Okay.
Alright, dudes,
But,
have fun.
Pick up at the dam.
Alright, dude,
Yeah, the pick up at the dam should have some jerry cans, and this car only needs fuel, so.
Alright, well, you boys have fun. If you need me, I'm PC in the game.
Yeah, I know that. I watch your videos.
Alright, dude, thanks and have fun. I'll see you later.
Yeah, see you later, man. Bye.
Bye. And there we go. After meeting a couple of dudes, I've managed to find myself a pack and went down to the army base, still got my boat, and found a G36 just further down in the barracks. And I thought, well, better come up here. There's plenty of G36 mags. You're going to find some. So just get a couple of more. I've still got a bit of meat on me. I've still got a couple of stuff, but better to resupply and get more and more stuff since this, you can never have enough gear on the Mars. That's what it is. I mean, the Mars, it's always been known for being one of the hardest maps to find.
Hey, dude.
Resources on. A dude coming up.
Yo. Yo, dude.
And there we come to the same thing again. I think he's got his VON turned down as well because he can't hear me. And he did tell me later on in the chat that I could not hear you. So I was just gonna go and check just to see maybe it's me, that I have spoke to somebody before. And he never replied, he never said anything. I know he can hear me, and I'm thinking, okay, well, it's got to be me, maybe. But you can see my VON's up, my microphone's up, my microphone's working. And I'm thinking, something's going on either on my end, if nobody can hear me. But I think he saw me, and clearly at this point he can understand that I don't want to shoot at him. So he should just be okay up there. He could just go and do his thing, and I'll do mine, and we can just be friends and just carry on doing what we're doing. Now I'll go ahead and just check on this side. I didn't really check on this side. I just went straight down there just to see what's in the barracks. The barracks always have better loot than these towers, but then again, you're always guaranteed to find some AKs in the tower because they spawn like mad. They spawn like cans. And I think he saw me up there, but I'm just gonna type him a little message. Just be cool. I won't shoot at you. I'm just gonna be on my way. There's no need for that. I'll get a heat pack and some other stuff in. I put a couple of stuff in my bag, so I've got plenty of stuff. I'm not 100% sure what really happened to wait, I'm being shot at. I'm not really, like I said, 100% sure what really happened to the temperature thing. Do you still need heat packs? You don't really need them anymore since your temperature's kind of red. Looks like you had me shot here one time. Now, I told you my strategy with the shooting before. If you have the time to do so, first thing you'd do, you'd bandage, then you'd eat some food or some meat or whatever just to get yourself a bit more blood, so if you do go back into the shootout, you have more of a chance of taking him out. Now if I would have stayed there, I'm about 3/4 of the blood up, so I would say I'm about 9,000, something like that blood. Now with having a bit of meat, I'm back to sort of 10,000, and even though I'm only got 1,000, 1,500 more blood, it's good enough for me to see a bit more and see more clearly, and then I can just take a shot at him. Since he can see that I was friendly towards him, there you go, my good man, you just got popped. There you go, he's done. That was it. As you can see, look, good shot. Well, yeah, it's a good shot because I told you I'm not going to shoot you, but
I know it was a good shot.
that's the in-game commentary there. So went out, looted him, didn't really have that much gear on him. The reason I decided some loots to leave on and some not is because I don't want to make the video 40 minutes long with 10 minutes of just me looting stuff and whatever. I just thought that would be boring for you guys to watch. So I'll just gotta kind of just show you the action, what really happened on the day. I mean, bear in mind that this is anywhere from 6 hours to 8 to 10, 12 hours, something like that. You can see bandit there. Bane, the bandit, got murdered. I've decided just to cut that little bit out, just to make it a little bit more interesting for you guys when you see it. Like I mentioned earlier on, DayZ is a lot of walking, there's a lot of boring stuff happening with not really much going on. So I try as much as I can just to give you guys the exciting bits and show you what really happened on the day, and to more or less answer the question of a couple of guys that posted to me, why you not take assault pack? Why you not take British pack? Why you not take this? Well, the reason I don't really take that much gear with me is because I don't really need it. I only plan to survive for 1 day or 2 days in the particular map that I'm on, just so I can record for that episode, and that's it. Usually it's a life of me doing this and that, and then that's pretty much it. I'll call it a day and I'll move into a new server. And as you can see, there's plenty of PBXs around, but I just spotted somebody just on the shoreline just over there. Saw somebody lying down, lying flat, dead. I'm not really sure what is going on with him, but I want to check it out. And the reason you see me getting into the boats is I just want to turn the engine off, because the engine noise can camouflage the steps, so somebody can easily creep up on you, somebody can shoot next to you and you can't hear them. The MP5 doesn't make that much noise anyway, so better to be safe than sorry, if you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and grab his stuff, see what he has on him. He's got an M4, so I'll grab that off him. He's got a couple of Stanags with him, more mags. Any more gear on him? Well, since I do have my tent, I can always put stuff in my tent, and I do have an extra gun in my bag. I think it's the AK Cobra or something like that. I think I've got in my bag. Hide his body. I don't want nobody to take. I don't want nobody to take that away from me. Shoot me in the back with it, since I just left a decent gun on him. Our G36 is a fairly decent gun, so you can do a lot of damage. Especially he's got a decent scope. But decided to go towards the. I went back to my tent, decided to go back towards the hospital and get a bit more blood, get a couple of more supplies, some antibiotics and a couple of things like that, just to put them in the tent so I can have them handy, so I don't have to cross over. You know, with me, I've always told you about that land bridge being a death trap, and it is always a death trap. It's always just bandits camping it out, camping on the hills and just waiting for people to cross it over. But I always try and go on the shore side of things. Now I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. But you'll see me as I come up here, and I'm doing 80 to 100 in this, which is really good rather than walking. But I do prefer a lot of walking most of the times, and I'll tell you why afterwards. But you'll see something with the corner of my eye just here on my left. See that rolling? There we go. Hello, Mr. Bandito. I just missed him there. Damn shame. That was a damn shame that I've just missed him. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to stop and shoot Mr. Bandit in the face there. There we go. Put about 4 shots into him. 6. He's out. No need to shoot anymore. He has got a couple of shots into me as well, but just to make sure. One more. Popped him in the head one more time. That's good enough. As you can see, I've dropped a couple of stuff in my tent. I have a meat on him. I'm pretty sure he's got 1 or 2 meats on him since he's banditing. I know he's killed somebody and it took a couple of meats. He didn't really have that much gear on him since he had the MP5 and he just killed some dude. Just had 2 meats on him and not really that much gear. A couple of bandages, but that was it. So got back into it. Time for me to head to the hospital. Now, like I said, the reason I prefer walking is because it's a lot quieter. It's a lot more stealthy, and I don't want to be into the open if I don't really have to. I only travel by woods. I only travel by cover of the trees, so you always have some cover. But seeing that I have a bike, I mean, it does do 60, 70 at some points. I mean, it did 100 earlier on when I got onto it. And I do have the benefit of the speed. So, time for me to risk it. There was not many people in the server at this stage, and I just thought, okay, well, time for me to make my move. There's about 8, 9 people left. And I thought, well, better go now, better do it now, and then head back to your tent. And once the server gets populated again, at least you've got your supplies, you've got your stuff. There's no need ever for you to come back here just in case you need one. And I have played on servers that you can have a blood transfusion yourself without somebody actually giving one. And I was, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I really hope this is that server that I was playing on. And as you know, if you press I now, you don't really see what server you're in anymore. I think it's just a bug or a little glitch or something that's been brought in by the new patch, or I don't know. Did they do that deliberately? You guys let me know if it's. I don't think it's deliberate. I think it's just a bug. I think it's just a patch bug. That's what it is, and it's probably going to get fixed in the next update. So I'll go ahead and just get inside the hospital, grab a couple of blood bags, and hopefully there's nobody around here. And that's pretty much me done coming out on this side of the map, which I've never really been a big fan of, because people always camp on top of the hospital buildings, and there's a couple of glitches that you can get inside the wall that you can shoot out, but he can't shoot in. People also camp on top of the crane. There's all sorts of problems that you can have on this side of the map, so better not even bother going down here. So through the magic of TV, we've already got magic of editing, shall I say. We've already got inside a hospital, we got some gear. Time to head back and just put it in a tent. Now, before I get to my tent, something else does happen. As you can see, there's a zombie there and somebody taking shots. Crunch. Crunch. That's right. You should not have been shooting at me. Where did he go? I'm just going to go finish the job. If you shot at me, I'll just finish you off. But joy oh joys, he be disconnecting. He disconnected, but that's cool, dude. I broke your leg, so yeah, enjoy that. I've definitely done half of your blood as damage anyway, so I'm not really worried about you banditing anymore. See, I never understood that really. Why would you just shoot at somebody just biking along? I mean, don't get me wrong. It always begs the question: how would DayZ be without bandit? And I think it'd be very boring. I think that's one of the reasons I enjoy in DayZ is hunting the bandits and having a lot more to do instead of just going in, getting my loot, getting my guns, shooting zombies, which to me have never really been an issue. Well, back in the early days it was when I started playing it like March, April, May, something like that. I mean, I have videos posted in DayZ really early before. Most of the people that you know that post videos of DayZ on YouTube now never really played DayZ when I was posting videos. So, as I mentioned earlier on, I only had a couple of people in that server, so I thought might as well just hop into another server, get a bit more footage, and call this episode done. So now I spawned in. You spawn in with a M9SD. You can see a couple of items. You get a drink. You get an injector. You get a bit of meat, and that's pretty much it. Now it's a good thing that you don't start with an MP5 in this one actually, because having an M9SD is actually better. And as you can see, Oleg, I think that's his name, just started shooting the shit out of me as soon as I got up here, and there was no need for that, Oleg. There was just really no need for it. Now it is time for you to scram, because I'm shooting the shit out of you now since you shot at me. Arsehole zombie just got me then. Time to bandage, and I can see Oleg's out of his league there, so he's gonna run away. As you can see, I picked up a couple of magazines. I knew there was a couple of more mags for this. I took the mags for the other gun since I don't want to leave it behind just in case somebody might be getting up here and try and shoot me in the back. And I saw the guy just collapse there. I know I've shot him a couple of times, and I'm not really sure if he's dead or not, but I did see him collapse. I didn't see anything dead, and I knew his name was Oleg something, or maybe just Oleg. So I'm just going to go out and check it out, see what he's doing. If he's died, maybe grab the meat since I'm low a little bit on blood. Since he shot me, I got hit by a zombie. And I could do with at least 1 or 2 meats just to get back to 100% blood. I see his body just over there, and I see a zombie just hovering on top of him there. I don't know what that zombie's doing, but he's doing something. Okay, that took that zombie out, nice and easy just there. I'll go ahead and see if I can get his loot. Since he started shooting at me, it's only fair that I loot your body. But surprise, surprise, Oleg's not dead there. So instead of me finishing the job like I should have done, I'm going to give him another chance to give him a blood transfusion. And once I've blood him up, I'll let him wake up. I'll take a couple of zombies out around him so they don't kill him. There we go, got him a blood transfusion. He's not bleeding or anything. I think he's bleeding. I don't have more bandages. Did he say something? I can't hear him, but I think he did say something. Spasiba, he's saying thank you. He's Russian. That's cool. Alright, well, that's a lesson not to be shooting at me there, man. I ain't gonna kill you, don't worry. I'm just gonna take some zombies out, give you a blood transfusion. Unfortunately, I have no more bandages, but before I sort of just left him there, and I thought I better just head back and see if I can get a bandage when I spotted somebody up here, and it's a bandit. Now, I know Oleg's around to my left, and I know he's unconscious, so he's not really going to be a problem for me just yet, and hopefully, since I've just blood bagged him and got him back on his feet, even though he shot at me, and he shot me a couple of times, I'm going to deal with the bandit first, then get back to him, see if I can do anything for him. I don't have bandages, but the bandit will. Now, as you can see, always take your shots when you're shooting at somebody. Always take your shots when he stops. Let him stop fapping. When he stops fapping, you can take the shots. He's out. I was just running out of ammo just then, but I got a good couple of amounts of shots into him. He would have been passed out anyway, even if he didn't die. It just takes a little while for this to register. But I'll go up there, see what gun he had, take the bandages, take whatever I need off him, since I still need that meat that I couldn't get off of Oleg. But the bandit should have something. Bandits always have something good on them. As you can see, he's got the meat. I will have that, thank you. Got a G36 on him. I'd take that, but he only has a Stanak mag with him, and I don't want to take it. I'll take the blood, and I'll take a couple of more things off him, and just leave all that for the other guy to come and pick it up. Now, as I said earlier, since I really hope he ain't going to shoot at me again, I shouldn't really be too worried about him anymore. But I'm still going to get to the top of this tower just to have a look around. You see there, he's doing, I think he's bandaging. He is bandaging, so that's okay. There's no need for me to start shooting at him. At this point, I'm 99% sure that he ain't going to shoot at me again since I helped him. And he can see I've just killed the bandit. So I hope we could be friends now, Mr. Oleg. Take this zombie out. I hate when I'm having to kill these zombies that you can never get. You can never get out. You're always stuck on these stairs, and you have to jump over them. And I mean, luckily for me, they've sort of fell a little bit to the left, and I can just go around them. But I'll go ahead and go back to Oleg and see what he's doing, and I can get him to come up here and at least grab a gun and defend himself. Well, not really defend himself. Start shooting fucking survivors like me. There you go, Oleg. Go get a weapon. Get the microphone on. Let's just talk to him and see what he's doing. It's easier that way. I can just hear him there, but I'd rather type and then go back closer to him and tell him that there's a dead bandit up there and I can help him out a little bit more. There we go. He can't get out because he needs a morphine injector. That's why he can't get out. Well, there you go. Have a morphine injector. It looks like there's blood coming out of his ass. Do you just see that? That just looks weird. Now I know he just bandaged, so that shouldn't be the case anymore. He shouldn't be bleeding anymore. He just bandaged. I can still see him bleeding, but I'll go and bandage him one time anyway, just to make sure that he's okay, and then I'll let him be once he gets up there.
Oleg! Oleg! Wait, I'll bandage. Wait. Wait. I'll give you blood again. Stop. Alright, good. There's a bandit in there, go get his weapon. Bandit, dead. Up there, go. Oleg!
You have been saluted by the Russian sniper, and I will see you on the field. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this part of my adventures. If you have, don't forget to post a comment. Also give it a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Time for me to return to Chinaris and live to fight another day. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Russian Sniper, out.